Today on this special episode of What's Happening Waupaca, we will feature the Waupaca 4-H. We're going to talk with Mayor Smith. We're going to learn more about Fall-O-Rama, and we're going to see a fun fundraiser the Waupaca Humane Society did. I'm Joni Kern, and this is What's Happening Waupaca. Here as a guest, we have Penny Tank, who works on the county level with 4-H as the assistant director. And we're going to talk to her a little bit about what's going on with 4-H. And then we have Emily, Brooklyn, Callie, and Grace, who are 4-H members of Dane Community 4-H Club. And we're going to talk to them a little bit too. So let's start here with Penny. Now, you are the assistant director, that you work at the extension office. What exactly do you do for the 4-H clubs?
Great question. Yes, I do work at the UW Extension office. I'm the 4-H program assistant. And what I do is I help the leaders of the clubs, such as Dayton Community that the girls are in. There's 18 4-H clubs in Waupaca County. And I help the leaders have the resources they need to have those clubs, planning their community service activities, fundraising, just helping with the organization at a broader level. And then I also help just across the county with questions from individual members related to projects or activities that we're doing, and then also planning county events. Like we host a music and drama festival where kids can perform or do a speaking contest. We have a large project day, helping the older youth with the training to lead the club meetings. The clubs are all encouraged to have older youth be the officers, and so I help organize a lot of those broader activities.
So what do you do? We have the Waupaca County Fair is just right around the corner.
It is.
Do you do a whole lot of helping with that, planning that?
We do. We work with the junior fair. So, you know, there is a large Waupaca County Fair with the midway and, you know, grandstand and everything. And our focus through our program in the extension office is the educational opportunity for the youth in the junior fair. And so helping to coordinate the animal entries and the youth building exhibits. And
the animals?
The animals, we try and work with them.
Now this is the 4-H's 100th anniversary this year. So what kind of special programs does the 4-H have going on to celebrate that?
Yeah, statewide, they've actually had some very large events. They did a 4-H day at the Capitol down in Madison and had about 800 youth and adults from across the state that went down and talked with legislators and just had a great day in Madison. There is a 4-H day at State Fair this year, which is coming up very soon down in West Allis. On August 5th, they'll have a 4-H day. And then locally, we're trying to collect some items from the past to have a display at the fair. We'll be doing a centennial celebration at the fair. And we have other things that our clubs have done, like trying to walk or run 100
That's pretty exciting. I mean, that's a long time for a club to be around 100 years, so that's pretty exciting. They deserve a big congratulations.
Yes.
Now we're going to talk to the girls. We're going to start with you, Grace. Introduce yourself and tell us what you're bringing to the fair this year.
What I'm bringing to the fair is arts and crafts, home environment, child development, and foods and nutrition.
So how long have you been bringing stuff to the fair?
2 years.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. Callie?
Hi, I'm Callie, and I'm 10 years old, and what I'm bringing to the fair is my rabbit, my dog, and art projects such as clay and paintings.
So what kind of dog do you have, Callie?
A chocolate lab.
Oh, beautiful. I have labs too. They're wonderful dogs. Okay, Brooklyn?
My name's Brooklyn, and I'm bringing my cat and my chicken to the fair.
How long have you been in 4-H, Brooklyn?
2 years?
Good, and we've seen you on this show before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yes, we have. Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I am 8, and I am bringing arts and crafts to the fair.
You told me you were a drawer, that you like to draw. So that must be fun to bring that to the fair. Yep. And how many years have you been in 4-H?
Two years.
Is this your first year or your second year bringing things to the fair?
Second.
Second year. How exciting. Good luck, girls, with all of your projects at the fair. Brings back lots of memories from me from a long time ago. Thank you, Penny, for sharing some time with us today outside. It's kind of a nice day for this.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You bet. Have a good time at the fair.
Thank you.
Next, we are going to be talking to Mayor Smith.
The Revival in downtown Waupaca prides themselves in providing above and beyond customer service. From small to tall, women of any age can consider the Revival your professional personal stylist, helping you find the right outfit for any occasion, weddings, senior pictures, or even a special night out. The Revival also specializes in home decor with a large selection and variety of items to choose from, including art from local Waupaca artists. The Revival, 111 West Fulton Street across from Farmer State Bank, downtown Waupaca. For more information, call 715-281-5100 or find them on Facebook. The Revival, home, art, and fashion.
Next, we have Mayor Brian Smith here on the show with us. It's always good to see you, Mayor. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Joni. I appreciate the invite.
You bet. And we're outside in front of City Hall in the gazebo, and that was your idea, so it's always it's nice that you could join us.
Yeah, I'm glad that the weather cooperated with us today.
Yes, considering we were supposed to have storms.
Right.
It held off. You must have ordered that for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're going to start talking a little bit about Jean, your city treasurer, is leaving after decades here with the city, and so you're looking for a replacement for her. So tell me a little bit about the position that you're looking to fill, because I know you've reorganized it a little bit.
We have, actually. The city treasurer's position will now become the finance director's treasurer position, and the main reason for that is, number one, there'll be some of the staff that's in the clerk's office will now fall under her guidance or his guidance, whoever that might be. And also we're looking for somebody that is going to be able to do a little bit more of the finance type things that we need to have done. Somebody that can do some grant writing for us, somebody that can go out and get us the best deal on our loans, somebody that is really an expert in spreadsheets and showing us our budget forecast and so on. So, I mean, we're enthusiastic that we have this opportunity to hire somebody. We're also very saddened that Jean is leaving. She has done a wonderful job for us, and yeah, I think she's been here since the late 70s. So.
Yeah, it's 35 years or something like that. So she's a mainstay with the city. Be hard to see her go.
She's one of those special people too, where she actually worked her way up to one of the top spots in the city. She started out as a clerk, secretary type thing, and through education and through experience, got her way all the way to the treasurer's position.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Good luck finding the right candidate.
Yeah, I hope so. By October 1st, we should have somebody in place.
Good deal. Now we're going to talk a little bit about, we talked before the show about what you wanted to talk about, and we want to talk a little bit about capital needs in the city. You know, this city, county, state world has been in a really tough economic place for many years. I mean, we're looking at 5 or 6 years. And one of the things that you were sharing with me was the need for capital improvements, things like roads and equipment. And so talk to me a little bit about the things that you have been putting off as long as you could that now just really need to be addressed.
Yeah, thanks. You know, we have really been understanding, or felt that we've been understanding, to the low economic turn that we've had, and appreciate where the state is coming from. And the state has taken quite a bit of funding back from the communities and used that to balance their budget. And it's made it very difficult for us to do things besides the day-to-day operations. But we have roads, and a prime example of a road, Fulton Street up by Neville Motors and the Kmart area and so on. Hillcrest Drive, which is the road that is just off of Fulton Street, that are in need of major work and probably should have been done 10 years ago. And we can't patch them anymore. They need to be fixed.
It gets to a point with things like that, with roads, and we were talking about equipment, and the way that I bring that down to, my life and my level is, if I have something used at home, like a vehicle or a piece of equipment, I mean, it eventually becomes more expensive to fix it than it does to actually replace it and get something that works better.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when we're talking equipment, yes, we have a mechanic on duty and at full time, and he does a wonderful job for us. But you're right, sooner or later, things just can't be fixed anymore. And we probably have a number of vehicles that we've been able to piece together. I mean, we're still using snowplows that we bought in the early 90s. And if one of those breaks down, the place in front of your house, the road in front of your house might not get plowed. So.
Well, and then I'm mad because I can't get my car out.
Exactly, or get to work.
That's right. That's where my tax dollars go. Now, you were saying that a lot of these things are actually going to need, the city is going to have to borrow money for. So that's going to be a huge part of your budget process as you enter into it this fall?
It is. Actually, when we do the budget, we usually do the budget process, and then the afterthought has always been the capital improvements and how we can afford to do that. We're doing it just the opposite this year. We're actually looking at our capital improvements, what it's going to cost to do those capital improvements, and trying to get that to fit into our budget. We don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're going to try it that way, and hopefully we're going to be able to do as much as we can on that.
That's good. That's good. And you have months. I mean, the budget process is 3 or 4 months long. It's quite a while.
Yeah. No, December 1st is actually the date that we need to get our budget to the county so that they can assess property taxes for all taxpayers.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mayor, for joining us today. We'll look forward to seeing you again one day soon.
All right. Well, thank you, Joni. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Next, we're going to be talking about Fall-O-Rama with Aaron Jensen.
The Waupaca Recreation Center, featuring programming for all ages. Home of the Waupaca Senior Center and youth programming Friday and Saturday nights, featuring 2 full gyms and space for various sports and activities. Visit the Dance Exercise Studio for a variety of classes. The Rec Center is a safe place to hang out. Also featuring a computer lab and classes, and a meeting room and other facilities available for rent. The Rec Center features different programming and meetings, and is the home of the Parks and Recreation Office. The Waupaca Recreation Center, a great place for all ages and activities. 407 School Street, downtown Waupaca.
If you'd like to be a guest on What's Happening Waupaca, contact Josh at 715-258-4405 or email jwerner@cityofwaupaca.org. Full details at wintvwaupaca.com.
We have Aaron Jensen here, who is the director of the Park and Rec Department here for Waupaca. Thanks for joining us again, Aaron. It's always good to see you.
Thank you very much, Joni. I appreciate it, and I always enjoy being on.
Thanks. We are going to talk today about Fall-O-Rama that is coming up on September 20th, correct?
Correct, yes. It's Fall-O-Rama was brought back last year for the first time in 8 or 9 years. Can't remember exactly, but the Friends of the Park wanted to bring it back as a fundraiser. And they did a great job last year with it. It's down at Upper South Park in the Circle, which will be a great opportunity for anyone to see the new park if you haven't seen it already. and it'll be a lot of fun. So.
And it was a super huge success last year. I was there, and it was just wall-to-wall people. So it's going to be great this year as well.
Yeah, we're hoping so. We were really excited with the turnout, especially for the first year in a while that it has, been brought back. But, we had a lot of people from 9 a.m. till 1. We've kind of switched some stuff around in the schedule. So we're hoping to get another crowd from 1 to 3. The event lasts from 9 a.m. until 4 o'clock. So if we can keep steady people there for that entire time, we would be thrilled. One thing that might help with that is we are blending the Fall-O-Rama and the Walk for Wellness this year.
Yeah, that's a whole new thing for you. So talk about the Walk for Wellness for just a minute.
Yes, the Walk for Wellness was started by Dr. Jean Rice and Miriam Rodens, or Liam. I don't know what she goes by. Sorry, Miriam. And I guess they started it a couple years ago, and it's been at Swan Park, and basically it's just to get people out walking, people that might not want to be in a competitive run situation, and they had great success. I think they had 175 people their first year. Last year was a success. I think they're just looking to move the route, change it up a little bit, and move the weekend. So they were always, I believe, the weekend after this Fall-O-Rama weekend. They moved it back to the 20th, and we're excited to have them. So they're going to have a 10K that's going to take off at 8:30 a.m. from Upper South Park. They're going to have a 5K that takes off at 9:30, and then they're going to have a 1 mile that everyone can participate in kind of whenever they want in the morning.
So you've got something for everybody, which is great, from kids to seniors. Everybody can choose whatever length they want to walk.
Yes, correct. For the walk, whatever you're feeling up to that day. Maybe you want to do the 10K, maybe you wake up and you decide you want to do the 1 mile. I don't know. I have some of those days.
Oh, yeah. And the other thing that's nice about that is it's in September, so it's usually a little bit cooler weather to be out walking.
Yes, last year I believe it was pretty cool, actually. I think it was in the 50s in the morning and maybe got to 60 if we're lucky. But if we can get weather like that again, I'd be thrilled. We do have other events. The Walk for Wellness will bring in a lot of people, we're hoping. But we do have things for kind of all ages. I mean, we have demonstrations. The Taekwondo Academy is going to be coming doing a demonstration. The Waupaca Middle School Band is going to be doing a demonstration, or a little small concert by the fountain. We also have the fire truck coming, like last year. FFA is bringing a petting zoo, so a lot of stuff for kids. Seniors are doing some demonstration exercise classes, so kind of something for everybody.
That'll be all kinds of fun. The Senior Center does all kinds of different exercises for seniors. And there are also all kinds of booths there, so we can all do some shopping, from a bake sale for the Humane Society to...
Yes, correct. It's, I would say obviously the Chamber does a fantastic job with Strawberry Fest, but it's a similar type setup with the vendors and the crafters. Obviously it's going to take us a while to grow to maybe that size. But I guess I didn't even really touch on the main portion of what Fall-O-Rama is, and that is the crafters and vendors. There's anything from pies to flowers to paintings to gadgets. So come check it out. I think people will be happy with what's there.
Absolutely. And if we haven't seen Upper Swan Park yet, we were there just a month ago, you and I, doing a little bit of a segment, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The pavilion is beyond beautiful, so we can...
Yeah, it is. It turned out great. I think everyone that worked on it is extremely happy with the result. I know I am, and I think if you haven't been there, you should get down there. If not before September 20th, you should definitely get down there on September 20th.
All of us adults can look at that, and then there's that huge playground that's new for the kids that's handicap accessible that we talked about a little bit as well. Yep, that's the first handicap accessible playground in our city. So yeah, I encourage anyone to check out the playground, the pavilion, the patio that was added. It's a really nice area, and I think you'll enjoy it. Something Waupaca should be proud of. Absolutely. So great, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. And we will see you again soon, I'm sure. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for today's show. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back again with a new episode next month. We are going to close out today's show by seeing a little segment of the Humane Society's Pie in the Face, which we did on July 4th. So stay tuned because you can see a pie thrown in my face. We're here at South Park after the 4th of July parade, just having some fun. There's chicken barbecue going on, and the Humane Society of Waupaca County is doing a pie throwing contest, and I'm actually going to be in it, so people are going to be able to bid on and throw a pie at my face. So have fun watching.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jody Kearns here. She's going to be next. She's born and raised in the dreaded Minnesota. She's still a Vikings fan, and one day she'll be able to love the Packers. She has 16 individual children, 4 horses, 3 dogs, and 9 cats. They all live out in the old barn. She won't let none of them in her house. She's the treasurer and on the board of directors for the Humane Society of Waupaca County, right here located in Wisconsin. She's also the host for a local cable show called What's Happening in Waupaca. But she ain't taping, so go ahead and let's mess up some makeup today. So you've loved animals ever since you were just a youngster?
Yes.
She refuses to answer the question, so I'm gonna keep digging. Your horses, they all still have 4 legs?
Yes.
So she doesn't eat horse meat, ladies and gentlemen, so that's real good. So on the board of directors, it's a volunteer position?
Yes, it is.
She said she's holding out for a raise, and hopefully eventually she'll get a little bit more for her time.
I'm the treasurer, so I can give myself my own raise.
Yeah. She's been embezzling funds for years, and the dogs and cats really appreciate having somebody not on their side. I'm sure they love the animals, and that's what we're here for today. Thank you for participating. All right, who wants to put a pie on Miss Jody's face? Take a look at it. How many dollars would you want to bid? $5 to get her started. Anybody get her started at 5? 5 here now, 10, 10. You get on 10. Anybody get on 10? 5 here now, 10. Anybody get on 10? 5 here now, 10. You want it on 10? 5 here now. Do you have any enemies out there you want to call up?
In Minnesota.
Yeah. She claims she doesn't have any friends here in Wisconsin, so if you want to put a pie on her face, that will be absolutely just fine. So if you have chicken on your hands or a little bit of ice cream or something and you want to come stick it, that sounds like a great idea. I think she's worth more than a $5 bill. She does a lot more work than that. So who has some money in their pocket? It's tax deductible, of course, is it?
Yes, it is.
We're checking into that. Just don't worry about it. Make the donation. If you get a deduction, that's fine.
You have to say the right word, Papa.
Yep, that is true, honey.
But you're not saying the right word.
Which word you want?
You have to listen to what word she said.
Oh, okay.
What she said.
So apparently my dialogue with Tween is a little bit different than what's coming out of her mouth. $5, anybody get on 10, 10, you want it on 10, 5 here now, 10. 10 here now, 15, 15, 15, anybody get on 15 now, 20. 15 here now, 20, anybody get on 20. 15 here now, 20 back here now, 25, 5, anybody get on 25. 20 here now, 25, anybody go 25. 20 here now, 25 here now, 30, anybody get on 30. 25 here now, 30, 30. 25, anybody get on 30. 25 here now, 30, want it on 30. 30 now, 30. If you're happy there's no stray dogs and cats, you can thank this lady because she loves every single one of them and she feeds them constantly. 25 here now, 30. Anybody get on 30? 30. Anybody go 30? 25 here now, $30 bill. Anybody get on 30? 30. The motorcycles get ready to roar. 25 here now, 30. You want it on 30? You see that dog over yonder, you just want to go give it a big hug.
Yeah, it's a good-looking dog.
She's not happy with it because it's tagged and licensed and has a happy owner. Y'all do adoptions?
Yes.
But you apparently take them all home with you, but that's fine.
I would.
She said she loves her horses and she loves her cats and dogs. So if you love them too, let's get some money and thank her by putting a pie on her face. 30 here now, 35. Anybody going 35? 30 here, all in and all done. 30's gonna go 35. 30, you're happy? I think that's Rory, right? That $30 bill? I can't think of her name. Martha. Which one of y'all want to do? You want to do it? Okay. 30 here. Anybody want to go 35? Or we want to let her do it? Bought it your way, $30 bill. Thank you, ma'am. All right, do you want your magic cape?
Probably.
Okay. If you're fortunate enough to have cable, you get to watch her show. Now you get to watch her have a pie on her face.
I think I'm scared.
All right, here we go. She got in all 4 fingers. It's coming her way. She gonna have her mouth open or closed. 1 step, now 2. Put it in, now 2. You want it on 2, now 3. Now it's back and it's in and it scores. And the old knockdown, the old goggle trick. Not sure why she put them on. Here she come one more time. Gonna catch her from the backside and the front. Oh, you ain't gonna smear it in her face. Okay, well that's great. Thank you very much. Please give up a hand for Miss Jody. Here we go. Ouch, it's gonna hurt. Oh, he sticks out his tongue and she smacks him and she got it all the way in there and we went all the way down and she scored. Now he done grabbed it and he putting it here, now there. Good job, $50 worth of cream right in his face. Good job. We appreciate Norm coming out here on the 4th of July. Here we go. 1, you put it on 1 here. Now, she got him and slammed it in his face and out rubbing it around. Yeah, it's such a good neighbor. Neighbors don't put pies in neighbors' face, but we appreciate it here today.
Neighbors we love, we do.
Thank you, ma'am. She did it for the kitty cats, and that's all that matters. And Norm took it like a man. Thank you, Norm. We certainly appreciate it. Here we go. We got the pie back, and the young lady gonna slam it up in her grandma's mouth and face and everything. There we go, and all in and all done. Now we got a little bit coming here, now there, and here, now there. Anybody want some more? Oh, that looks delicious.
I just wanted to take a minute and thank you for all of your service to the animal. I know we have Monica Gardner on the show every single month, so having a special show with you taking a pie in the face is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You raised close to $500 today for the Humane Society. That must feel wonderful.
Well, it does, but I didn't do it myself. I mean, without the help of Alan and you guys and all the other volunteers and people who bid, we couldn't have done that.
But it was great, and we had Alan Gregory here, who is a terrific comedian and auctioneer and a ton of volunteers. So thanks for the support of the Humane Society, and we will see you in a month or so with Pat.